Jim, just looking at today's performance and result, just give us your thoughts on the 4-1 win.
Really pleased, Greg. Not always an easy task facing any Football League team that's down to 10 men. First and foremost, I thought we were excellent against 11 men. Started the game with real purpose, very penetrative, found the right combination between keeping the ball and hitting them. And I think we were really hitting them and really stretching them. We were finding vulnerabilities, which I was really pleased with, and we were creating chances. So up until that point in the game, it was a really good combination of good moments that essentially got us the lead and put them under stress, which then created a situation whereby they got a player sent off. I think you can't underestimate either how difficult it is, as I said earlier, to play against 10 men in the Football League. And I think if we'd have just played direct football into the 10 men that was behind the ball at that point, I think the numbers would have counted for nothing. So I think it was important that we were efficient with where our extra players were, move the ball, hit at the right times. I think the players done really well with that. I think the fact that we truly nullified them, I don't think it can be underestimated, how good a performance that was.
And given our fate was obviously sealed last weekend, to come out and put on a display like that must kind of make you and the rest of the staff pleased as well.
It does. I thought you were going to say bittersweet, but no, it was pleasing. As I said all along, I'm always next moment and the next match, try to play the best game in the next game, the way we possibly can, treat each game in isolation. I think we did that today. I was wary of the hangover from getting relegated. I know that's still hanging over the club. The first time we've exited the Football League in so long, but the game in itself, I think we were excellent, and we totally took the game away from Sutton, and we were ruthless with it. We used the ball really well and gave them no real opportunity to have a sniff in the game, which was pleasing, because we could have done that. You make errors, you can do that. So I'm really pleased with how the game went, and I think it finishes our personal home record with me as the manager. 2 wins, a draw and a loss. I think that's that's very good, very pleasing. People keep telling me that we've lost the most home games in the Football League in the last 5 years. It's a stat I'm very aware of. You want to bring happiness to your home fans. I think if today's not bringing some level of happiness to our home fans, then something's wrong. And
obviously one final game as well next weekend, kind of just the same mantra, it's still a game of football, there's still pride to play for, isn't it?
100%. Every time we put on the shirt, there's pride to play for, and there's professional pride, team pride, club pride, and I think you should strive personally to be, professionally all you can be in every moment, in every game. So that will continue next week. We'll finish the season in the best fashion we possibly can. I've really enjoyed my 7 games in charge so far, and I'm really pleased with the points return. Overall, I'm really pleased with the period that I've had, and I would hope to continue with some return in next week's game as well.
And just finally, just being a centre-half yourself throughout your career, is it nice to give George Nevitt another centre-half, his professional debut?
It is, and it's thoroughly deserved. Been able to lay some eyes on George in the last probably 14 days, more than anything really I've seen him before. That's something I've been very mindful of. I would like to, if possible, and I'm speaking as if I may have a possibility of being the manager, but if I was, I would like to, if possible, bring some sort of alignment back to the youth side of the club with the first team side of the club, because I think that's something that's been broken. It's not been connected in the last couple of years. I would love to bring some alignment back to that. These young players should be exposed to training with us far more often. They should be making a lot more mistakes day to day with us, so we can see those, I can see those, and I can see where growth is. But immediately after seeing George, I've liked the look of him, and I've been wanting to give him an opportunity, because I've felt he's deserved it with his application and his quality. So I was really pleased to bring a young left-footed centre-half on.
And just to clarify as well, Toby and Max both picked up injuries in recent weeks, have they?
Yeah, we're bare bones, to be honest, Greg, at the minute. Toby has quite seriously hurt his ankle before the last game, so he's out for the season, and we'll hope to just get in right for pre-season. But it was a bit of a naughty injury really, just an impact in training. Just turned out to be far worse than we thought. So yeah, we hope to get Toby right for next season. Max Taylor had a horrible concussion in training this week, so he's under concussion protocol. And there's some others as walking wounded. Jimmy Kay is continuing to soldier on like he does constantly for the club. He's got a hernia currently that needs sorting out. Our injury list is probably longer than our available list.
7th game of your spell, was that the closest representation of you as a manager, that performance?
Yes, I would say that was. It showed moments certainly of being a culmination of all the coaching that we tried to do, because nothing's done quickly, you know that. You get brief moments of what you're trying to play for along the line, and you get moments that are completely wrong, and then there was more moments that were correct today. But I'm just really pleased with how it was at 11v11. I don't think that can be underestimated. The moments we had to score here were constantly there, so that was really pleasing. But then I was really pleased with the discipline from that point on, and the professional ruthlessness with the ball, which is required to make. If we're going to get someone sent off in the opposition, we may as well make it count. And as I said to you earlier, going direct at that point, you don't use your numbers. You make it. It's a gamble. You make the game a gamble, and we didn't make the game a gamble today. A lot of that is what we've been working on. A lot of that we tried to do versus 11 players, and yeah, today was a good representation of the type of football we want to create, I want to create, I believe the players can create. I think the model's there. The group will obviously evolve and need to evolve. I'd like the opportunity to do that and personally select players that fit what I would like to produce and how I would like that to look.